Alright, what's up everyone? Welcome back once again to another video. Really quick one. So we have the Tails challenge going on. Hope you know about it. And um for some reason everyone has different what do you call it, placements of these tokens and cells. I believe I have a pretty decent one. 5 tokens and then 50 cells. So my plan right now is to get the 50 cells, get the key, and then I've got 60 bunnies right now. And so with the bunnies, if I go into the gem packs, go into chests, I can buy if I get the key. That's correct. If I get the key, for one bunny I can trade in one cell of Rageaster. Given that I have 60 bunnies right now, I can get 60 cells, and therefore I could get the monster. Is that correct? That is correct. Now also really quickly, let's go over the monster. Decent attacker. I wouldn't mind having the monster. The thing is, right, you gotta compare the monster to his competitors. So nature and light, I actually forgot about the fact that it's a light monster, but since I already did my preparation based on it being just a nature monster, we'll go over that. As a nature monster, he has, it's actually a she, by the way, so it's an attacker, so you gotta compare the attackers. You've got Rapenstina, you've got Tankerion, I guess, what's his name, Gardenion, and then you also have Igor. I don't know what he can do, but he's there, and he's apparently an attacker, so no comments on him. But if we just scroll down real quick, alright, so the more popular monsters for war are from Rapenstina and onwards. So you got Rapenstina, pretty popular in war, Gardenion. I don't have these monsters, so no comments on them, but regardless, I barely see these monsters in wars. Heat Spike at times, Humtalim as well. Shamanka has dodge area, I guess, so that's pretty good, but she's not an attacker, so not really in comparison. Present is solid monster, but again, he's a denier, or she's whatever, it's a denier. Hilario, he's just ass. He's just bad. And then Igor, I don't have him. Valentine, I don't have him as well, so no comments on them. Darkipus as well is a good attacker. If we go to his, where's this guy? Here he is. So Darkipus trait wise, alright, nothing too good. He does make a good amount of gold, so I would recommend him for that. But jokes apart, extra turn skills, pretty good. And is he could actually infinitely attack. So 2 turn cooldown, 1 turn cooldown. Alright, wait, 1 turn cooldown, 2 turn cooldown. Yeah, he could. So if he's ranked up, of course, he's an alright attacker. I don't know, I'm dicey about replacing him for Rapenstina as an attacker, but I can't say anything because I don't have him ranked up and never really used him. Alright, so in terms of nature monsters, I will say this. Alright, in terms of nature monsters, based on what I have, 2 attackers that I have, alright, Rapenstina and Gardenion, Rageaster might actually be a really good option. The traits are not a deal breaker. Immune control is good to have, but again, not a deal breaker. 25% damage boost is also good for an attacker. And then stats are of course good as it's a new monster. And then what else? Yeah, so as an attacker, would I recommend this monster? Yeah, he's alright. If you get him ranked, she's alright. If you get her ranked up for your nature substitution as an attacker, she could work well for you. If you already have Darkipus, maybe Rapenstina or Gardenion already ranked up, just to use the monster for wars, probably not. You don't need the monster, right? And of course, if you've got a Presentis I believe is my favorite monster out of all these recent nature monsters. So yeah, definitely using Presentis over there. And then the monster is also a female monster. So if we hop into the female books, you already know what's coming up. How do I get to the females? We're getting to the females. Alright, almost there. We reached the female. Alright. So let's scrap out the nature. Oh, Rapenstina is also nature female. So that's that. But the thing is, if you have charm for your females, you're sorted. Alright, if you have charm, you don't need to use any other monster in your female book. Who else could you possibly use? No one. Let us not even think about it. Alright. Apart from that, the monster is also light. Since you're already so deep into it, might as well look into the light monsters. So light, let us cross out the book. So since this monster is an attacker, of course, let us compare the monster to attackers. I don't know about Gay Shade. I think Gay Shade is a support monster. Moderate. I don't know, not sure. But regardless, I believe most of y'all have a ranked up JJ, and if y'all do that, then I don't really think you need a different light attacker. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, if you've got JJ for your light substitution, for your light category, you don't really need this monster. But the only time you would need this monster in terms of war and to fill a spot would be if you don't have a good nature attacker. Of course, all of this said is if the monster is ranked up. Unranked, most monsters, every monster, all monsters have trash stats and they're not so usable. Of course, in higher ranked wars and stuff. If you're lower ranked, you might get some use out of it. So that is the review of the monster. Me personally, I might use her as an attacker in wars. Ooh, also, that said, I also need to show you guys something in war. I know the event is important and all, but what is also more important is this war. We got a 3 coin against this base. Now, I don't know how I managed to do that. Actually, I do remember how I managed to do it. The thing that could have actually chipped off all of my coins that I gained from this base is Mater applying a death countdown to all of my monsters. Luckily, alright, let's actually hop into those stats and check the monsters I was using. Very good war. I synergized a lot. I strategized a lot. And, alright, I actually need to see the attack log. Can I find it right now? Within a second, I could actually do that. Alright. It is right over here. Aristramantis. Alright, so I used a Charm Constrictor and a Kira and a JJ. Now what happened was Janeza applied a Death Countdown, but luckily it didn't land on my JJ, so JJ got the turn in, and I believe at that time when JJ got a turn in, only Akira was left, so I was able to one turn him and I got that sweet 3 coins. Alright, back to the video. Had to say that. That was very fun because I was like brainstorming with my teammates for around an hour. Definitely an hour. But back to what I was saying. So I'm not so much getting the monster for war usage or to use the monster in action. Oh, I can actually collect another gold back. Sweet. But more so for the books. I'm very keen on completing my books right now. As you see, all of these monsters, all of these books, they're actually completed, just waiting to be collected. I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to do it later. I just want to hold right now. But if we go to the Conspiracy Era book, look at this one. Zeta already have him rank 2. Actually, enough to get him to rank 2. I have him rank 1 right now in hatching. Stalwart, I believe, by the end of the seasons, I will have enough to get him to rank 2 as well. If not, I always have a lot of Umbral left over. And then Rageaster, I could just raw dog the Umbral on her if I really need the rank up rewards, or I could just wait it out. So how much Umbral do I have? And I have 930, so enough to get it to rank 2 if I ever decide to. So yeah, book rewards, as well as I could maybe complete this one as well. I'm getting close to getting caught out, and but these rewards are not so enticing, so may skip on those. But the Easter book as well, I'm done with this book, hatching Latalis right now, and I just need to get Rageaster. I have enough to get Rabapulta, or if I do complete the 72-hour challenge or whatever it's called, the flip challenge, I can get Rabapulta the egg directly from there. So just missing Rageaster from here and I get 200 Umbral. Don't really care about these rewards. What I wanted more desperately were these 250 orbs again to complete the War Master dungeon. And again, it's to complete a book that gives me a level 10 or level 9 rune if I'm not wrong. So all of that said, back to the Tales event. Before we can do anything, actually let's collect the gold item if we can real quick. Could we do it right now? Alright, we'll come back to this. So right now, I'm going to pop up a screenshot on the page. I'm also going to see amazing. Thank you for that. So I'm going to reload the game. I believe once we reload the game, we will also get the gold item. So that's cool. Let's look at the screenshot for now. Alright. So if you look at this image right here, thanks to Reddit, I got it. If I skip right now at the 5 tokens and I go on to the next one, the 50 cells cost me 30 of the feed chicken legs, whatever it is, and 54 gold bags. Now I have a day and 20 hours, which is 8 hours is 1 collection. So in a day you can get 3 collections. In 20 hours you have 16 hours and 4 hours, so that's 2.5 collections. So a total of 5.5 collections. Not to mention, when I skip right now and I go on to the next node, I can do a whole complete collection. So that is 6.5 collections that I can do. 6.5 collections. Each collection gives me 6 gold bags and 4 feed items. So that is 6 times 6.5, which is 36, 39 gold items, and 4 times 6, which is 24, and 22. 24 and 2, which is 26. So I can get 26 feed items, 39 gold items. I believe that will reduce the cost by a lot. And so I might just have a shot at getting the monster. I believe it's going to cost me like 70 gems tops to get the 50 cells by the end of the event, which is honestly not so shabby. All right, I believe I can collect my gold right now. So it was 52 gems right now. If I collect a gold item, let's see how much it reduces it to. So will I get the item or not? I will wait for it. Collect again, spam some collects like that. All right, got my gold item. 52 gems, 48 gems, 3 gems, 4 gems down. That is sweet. So I am going to skip right now. 48 gems, there you go. I hope this works out. I hope the bunny thing is not a scam and I just end up spending 48 gems for nothing. So we'll spend that, and there you go. Got my 5 ancestral tokens. We also get, could I do an opening right now? Could I do it? I actually can't. Oh, I need 6 more tokens to get the 2k tickets and then do 5 summonings or whatever it is. Alright, so new node. All of them are full. Breed monsters and hatching items I really never consider, and so I barely ever do them. I always consider my gem spendings based on my collect gold items, how many ever I can get of those, and feed items, because you can always get those. So now, for those who don't know how to do a collection, it's very simple. Every 8 hours you log in, you collect it, and you get your shit done. Alright, so you collect some gold. Let's leave that over there. We'll come back to it, because you don't instantly get all of the items. Like you see over here, I got 2 of those, missing 4 more. So we're going to go and feed some and go back and just keep repeating this whole process. So Vapwhirl, I'm trying to feed him right now so I can sell him once he's at level 75. Alright, there you go. Auto skip. And then I'm going to feed him again. I'm going to guess I'm going to get like 4. Yeah, I forgot to speak, but yeah, I got the 4 chicken legs. I don't know what do you call them. Chicken legs, right? Like that's what everyone calls them, but I sometimes call them feed items, so I stammer a bit on those. Anyways, so missing how many? 4 more gold bags, so I'm gonna spam some collects again. Got 1 of those. Now here's the thing, alright? This thing is pretty cool. This new addition showing you how many of those you've collected. So I've collected 3 gold bags, collected 4 feed items, got 3 gold bags left, got a whole entire breeding item left, and I can have 5 PvP attacks left, which these actually don't reduce the cost by much at times, and at times they actually reduce the cost by a lot. So might as well do them because they're free anyways, so easy to do. And the fight also reduces the cost by a lot, so make sure you get your 3-on-3 fights, which is pretty easy. 6 hours and you're done with those. So now we're gonna go back, we're gonna collect again. I believe I might get 1 more gold bag right now, and then I'm gonna, yeah, 1 more gold bag. So what I'm gonna do right now is reload the game. Alright, so we reloaded the game, we're back in the game, and what I noticed right now is it says that I've collected 5 tokens, but over here it shows that I've collected 3 tokens. So I don't know what's up with that. Before we loaded the game, we also got like 1 gold bag, which put us at 4 gold bags. I don't even know what's up with the game, but I believe I'm gonna get like 4 gold bags right now. Probably check in like 20-30 minutes later and hope that I get my 6 gold bags. But this is a real scam right now. So I got 2 gold bags. Hopefully that considers it over there. So I should have 1 more gold bag to be collected. And oh, I got another one. Sweet nations. Alright. Oh, I need... What is going on? What is going on? I'm just gonna collect again. I'm just gonna do that. Alright, so I got my 6 gold bags, got my 4 feed items, so I'm sorted for this one. I'm gonna do the fight off cam, because who wants to see that? And hopefully in my next few collections, so 5 more collections, and then I'm gonna hopefully get the monster, get the token, get the 50 bunny cells. Actually, you know what? Let's make sure I've got my 60 bunny tokens, otherwise I'm just gonna end up making a fool of myself. We're gonna go to storage. This is how you check your tokens, by the way. Go to your scrolls, and here you can see all the shit that you have. So I do have 60 tokens, expires in 4 days, so I have a lot of time. The event expires in a day and 20 hours at the time I'm recording this video. So yeah, enough time. And I'm very positive actually I'm gonna get the monster, so a lot of rewards coming with it. And yeah, that's gonna be it for the video. Hope you enjoyed. That is all that's going on, honestly. And also, not to mention, I am hatching a Lord Inheritor right now. I'm also hatching the Great Cthulhu. How is that relevant in any way? If I do end up being low on gems when it's time to skip at the end of this thing, I could always do both of these guys as dungeons, which of course is not going to get me a lot of gems because I don't have a whole team to complete the thing, but at least a couple, right? A couple nodes, maybe a couple gems, might get lucky. I also did get Zyron, so I've got 3 Era Sagas waiting to be completed right now. So hopefully a couple gems over there. And I should be solid. Not to mention I've not completed the feeding event. So 10 gems from there. Usually place at least top 5,000. So 5 gems from there. If I do put in the time and effort, I might place top 500 and get the 25 gems. That's what I usually do. But this time around, I don't have so many monsters. So, you know, you got to do the usual buy monster, hatch it, feed it, sell it. Usually a common or something like that. Maybe breed a pandakin and do that. Don't have the time to do that right now because I have exams in 2 days. With that said, that reminds me, got some exams going on. So, we shall end the video right now. Oh, before we end the video as well, one more thing. Rabapulta, coming for you. I'm also doing pretty good in the flip challenge. Got one more over here. I got a couple for Octomancer. And of course, one more node, one more flip for Rabapulta. I believe in like less than 300 or 400 of those tokens, I will be able to complete the whole thing and hop on to round 2. The thing is, I've been able to do all of that with very minimal effort because I've been able to complete these Era Survival dungeons thanks to Akira. Also managed to complete this node, which I was having a lot of trouble with because I got my monster to rank 4. Regardless, that was a lot of information in some time. Make sure you spend your mace coins in these events as well. Easy sells, might as well pick them up. And with that said, thank you all for watching. Before we end off, of course, we're going to make some moves in the maze, get some more cells, and then we're going to call it a day, get back to exams and stuff. So yeah, this game, of course, more important than exams. Always, always and everywhere, in all of our hearts. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Yeah, don't have such a fancy outro as such. That's it.